Welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be the 36-week bump date, and I just got back from my 36-week doctor's appointment, so let's talk about that first. It went really well. It was just a little upsetting because I didn't get a cervical check today because she wanted us to wait till next week. But it went good. We had our ultrasound first, and he's head down, which is good. So he's where his position's where he needs to be, and he is also his butt is like up here in my ribs, and his feet are over here, I think. But I know his butt's like right here. But he is head down. The fluid level is perfect. He's measuring perfect. They say that he's estimating around 6.5 or 6 pounds and 5 ounces right now. And the ultrasound tech said that he could get up to 7 pounds 13 ounces if he's full term. So at least I'm not having a giant baby. I'm really, really excited about that. I just did not want to push out a 9-pound or bigger baby. So I'm okay, I'm good. Also, he has like little peach fuzz on his, they saw some peach fuzz on his head. So he has hair. I'm just curious to see if it's gonna be dark or light. So that was really exciting. It's really weird though, because in the ultrasound pictures, like, we got no good ultrasound pictures because he's stubborn and he kept putting his hands in front of his face. He did not want to be seen. In his ultrasound pictures, it looks like he has a black eye, like someone just beat him up from the inside. His eyes look swollen and beaten up, so that'll be interesting to see what it looks like actually on the outside, like when he comes out. But he has like really big cheeks. Yeah, but he's doing really well. They say he's measuring perfectly and that he's just healthy. So that was good. So the ultrasound went really well, and it's exactly what it should be. But then we had the doctor's appointment after the ultrasound, and that went really well. I had high blood pressure, and then they took my blood pressure, so they had it with the normal cuff, and then I had high blood pressure with it. It was like 142 over something. And then they got the bigger cuff out, and my blood pressure was 128 over something, so I think it was just that they were using too small of a cuff on me. So I don't have high blood pressure, so that's great. And I'm measuring perfectly, like perfect right with the ultrasound. And I did get swabbed today for strep B, and I'll have those results at next week's appointment. But it was really interesting. Like I said, it was kind of upsetting because I didn't get a cervical check, and I'm just like really curious. I'm a very impatient person, and I just really want to know if there's any progress at all going on, but it's fine. I can wait another week. That's not a big deal. But I'm very excited that I'm on my weekly appointments, which means like we're coming down to like crunch time, like 4 more weeks. Or 5 if he wants to be late, but like 4 more weeks, and like we could have a baby. So that's like really exciting, and like it's like,
oh, hurry up and get here.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into our sections. Let's start out with weight gain first. In the last 2 weeks, I gained a total of 5 pounds, which puts me at 178, and throughout the entire pregnancy, that means I've gained 30 pounds. So I'm on track with the right weight, but I think, you know, those 5 pounds might have been all the sweets I'd eaten in the last 2 weeks. I've just been obsessed with sweets. Like, I have syrup, peanut butter and syrup sandwiches with bananas and raisins and juice, and it's all just sugar food, and cereal that has sugar on it, so it's basically just sugar. I just eat sugar all day. Let's get on to cravings. I don't really crave anything. I just have so many food aversions, it's hard to crave stuff, but I can say that I like am obsessed with chicken strips right now. Like I love chicken strips for some reason. I think it's because I don't like chicken on the bone or chicken by itself, like baked chicken, because baked chicken just grosses me out. And then chicken on the bone also grosses me out. But chicken strips, like fried pieces of chicken, are delicious. So I like really want chicken strips all the time. And I really only want like Popeye's chicken strips. Like that's all I think about, and I try and like accommodate it with Whataburger chicken strips or Cane's chicken strips. Now Cane's chicken strips are delicious, but Whataburger chicken strips are kind of dry. You have to have like a sauce to go with it. But Popeye's chicken strips are so good, and I keep thinking about them, but Joe showed me this video that had like Popeye's chicken with worms in it, like there were worms in the chicken, and I can't do it. Like I cannot eat at Popeyes anymore. So sorry, Popeyes chicken strips, I can't have you, and I just have to replace you with other chicken strips. I need to get some Chick-fil-A chicken strips because I haven't had those. I've only had nuggets there. Maybe those would be really good. Maybe they'll replace my Popeye's chicken strips craving. I'm just going on a tangent about chicken strips. Give in and get cranberry juice again this week. If you saw my last bump date, I didn't get it in the last 2 weeks because of the acid reflux, but I feel like he's kind of moved down a little bit to where my acid reflux isn't too bad and I can pop a Tums. So I just got cranberry juice and gave in. There's no change in sleeping. I'm not even going to talk about it because there's literally no change. Movement wise, so I told y'all in last bump date, I count twice a day, 10 counts in 2 hours. He moves the most in the morning, like at 6 when I wake up and like feed the cats at around 7. So between 6 and 7 is when he moves the most, like I can count my 6. And then at 7 he like moves as well when I'm sitting with the cats while they eat. And then maybe around like 4 to around 8, it just depends on his mood, but he'll move somewhere around there. Or maybe not 8, probably like 6. I don't know. It's somewhere around there, but when I feed the cats again at like 4 or 5, he moves the most then and I can get more count kicks. And then sometimes when I lay down at night in bed, he does the same. So he has a routine, I would think in my brain, like he does have this like little routine that when he doesn't move in his scheduled routine or around the time of his scheduled routine, I do get a little bit worried. Okay, I wouldn't say a little. I like freak out. He moves a lot throughout the day. So I had one day where he was just like quiet. Like he like moved in the morning and I counted 6 times. Oh, 6 times. I counted 10 times, but so I got 1 in, and you really only need 1 a day, but I'm like, I need him to be an overachiever and do 2 times for me, so I'm just more satisfied and feel like he's like, okay. So I got it once in the morning, but then like the rest of the day, he like did not move, and if he did, it was like so light. Like normally like when he moves, oh, he moves, but like it was so light, like I could barely feel it. I had to really focus on it. And we watch hockey, we're really into hockey, and normally when the game comes on, he like freaks out. Like he moves the most when the hockey games are on. So we had a hockey game that night and I turned it on and he wasn't really moving, and it took me almost 2 hours to get 10 kicks out of him, and it was like freaking me out. Man, I took our like home Doppler and I Dopplered like 4 or 5 times that day just to make sure he was still there. I mean, his heartbeat was fine, so he was totally fine. It was just, he must have been tired or something, but I had one day, and he does have his slow days, but that day was just really worrisome. But I got the counts out, so he was fine. I just get more and more paranoid, and I like Doppler a lot. Like, I Doppler as much as I probably Doppler in the first trimester, just to make sure he's okay. And like, I feel him move. So I'm just like a paranoid person. He likes this circle right here on my belly button, and my belly button feels super bruised from it. Like, this little part, there's like a little part on my belly button, there's like a circle, and it's like a different color. It's more like blue, like all the veins are right there. And it feels so bruisy, like it hurts right now to touch it. Like, it hurts so bad, and like, I can't like touch anything with it. I don't know. It's really tender, and it more feels like it's just super bruised. Like, somebody just punched me as hard as they could there, and I just got like a massive bruise. So that's like really all like movement. Now let's get into our last section, which is gonna be symptoms. There has been this thing, and sometimes when he moves, I guess this is movement too, but I'm gonna say it's a symptom. There's like a clicking noise, like when you like, if your elbow pops, like when you do this and your elbow pops, or like one of your bones pops, like not your fingers, so it's not like a finger pop like what I just did. Like, it's not like this. It's more like a joint pop, like in your elbow or like your knee or something. Or like clicks. It's like a click noise that happens when he moves sometimes. And I don't know if it's his bones clicking or something. It is the weirdest noise ever, and I always think like my water's about to break or something, but it's not. It's just his body, I think, because I did a bunch of research on it, and that's what people were saying, is that it might be their joints, like as he's stretching out, as his joints popping. So that's really weird. I am extremely tired all the time. Like, I sleep, and then I wake up in the morning, and I just feel extremely tired, and then I'm like sit on the couch and like fall asleep on the couch like all day. I'm just like nodding off, like trying to stay awake. That's a new thing. Well, it's not really new, but I'm always tired, but I'm like extremely tired now. I think my body's just like done being pregnant, or I'm done being pregnant. I would say another thing that's happening is I feel like my heart is pumping so hard if I do anything. Like, if I get up and walk to the bathroom, I feel like my heart is working like extremely hard to pump blood through my system. I just get really lightheaded, and literally I feel like my heart is beating out of my chest just from walking to the bathroom. So that's a new thing. Also a new thing is I can't take a shower without suffocating to death. Okay, that's over exaggerating, but like, I feel like I can't breathe in the shower. Every time I take a shower, I feel like I can't breathe, and I have to like get out of the shower, and my showers are not that hot, and I mean, maybe they are, but they're really not. And I feel like I just like can't breathe in my showers. Like, I have to like sit down after my showers now and take a breather before I like, do my makeup and brush my teeth and do all that other stuff. So it's really annoying. But I would say one amazing thing that has been happening is, I think it's because he's moved down a little bit. I never knew when I was hungry. I just eat at scheduled times, like 11 to 12, then, 7 first, or like 7 to 8, then 11 to 12, then I have a snack at 2, and then I eat dinner at like 5:30. So like all those times, and I never really feel hungry. I just always felt like, I started getting like a big thing in my throat, like a rock in my throat, and I was like, maybe I need to eat. Like, it's like all acid reflux. But guys, my stomach has started to growl when I get hungry again. I don't know why it went away. I think everything was just getting pushed up and all that stuff. I think like everything was just getting pushed up and like making me feel more acid refluxy than hungry. So now I think that because he's moved down a little bit, I think he has, pretty sure he has, that my stomach actually growls now and I like feel hungry, and it's so amazing. Like, I'm so excited to feel hungry. I know that sounds so weird, but knowing like, oh, you know what? I'm hungry. I need to eat, instead of being like, it's time for me to eat. I just feel full. So I'm like really excited that I finally am growling again. My stomach is finally growling again. But yeah, that is like all for the last 2 weeks. That's all gonna be for 36 weeks. I have a doctor's appointment next week. But yeah, let's go ahead and go into the bump shot. So this is 36 weeks pregnant on the side and in the front. And I don't know if you can see, the light might be blocking it out, but like this is what I was talking about, the circle. And how it's like blue. This feels bruisey. So this whole part of my belly button hurts. And then this side. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's bump date. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, put them down below. And if you want to see more from our channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, another day, another story. Bye.